welcome back to another video. So for this video, I got a lot of questions talking about PPC campaigns, and a lot of people that specifically are in the beginning of their journey with Amazon FBA asking about PPC campaigns. So I thought I would just kind of mention some of the more basic PPC campaigns that I think everybody should know. And let me know what you think of like these vlog style intros. I have this idea where like I can kind of combine like a Casey Neistat-ish vibe with an informative talking head video. Let me know if it's working, if it's not working, I don't know. I get a lot of joy out of the creativity behind this vlog style shoot, so I may keep doing it no matter what. I don't know, if you hate it, skip the beginning of the videos. But I do have to say, we're just about to hit a big milestone, 1,000 subscribers. My initial goal, and actually my New Year's resolution, was to get monetized on YouTube this year, and it looks like we're gonna be able to do that in just over a month, which is crazy. I cannot thank you guys enough for watching the videos, for liking, for subscribing. It seriously means everything because this has been a big dream of mine. But anyways, let's go ahead, hop into the studio and talk a little bit more about PPC campaigns. Okay, here we are back in the studio, guys. For the sake of this video, we're gonna assume that you've already done your product research, found a good product that you're excited about that checks off all the boxes with analytics, and that through your analytic tools, you've already found the top 3 to 5 keywords that most closely match your product that will be the best for targeting in these campaigns. Again, those 3 to 5 keywords are going to be very important for these campaigns because those keywords are what match your product the closest and have the most search relevance on Amazon that allow customers to find your product. All right, so let's start with campaign number 1. Campaign number 1 is going to be a simple automatic campaign. These are very, very easy to set up, but they are so crucial to have, especially when you're launching a new product. So let's jump in the computer here. If you look over under sponsored products, you'll see this continue button. We're gonna select that. Now that we're officially in the campaign setup, we can go ahead and name this if we want. I would always recommend naming your campaigns. This one we can keep pretty simple since it's just an automatic campaign. We can go auto, serene, leaf blanket. I'm just gonna keep mine pretty simple like that. We've got our product selected here. As we scroll down, we can see we've got automatic or manual targeting. We're gonna stick with automatic because this is our automatic campaign. Down here under default bid, what you're going to wanna do is actually set this default bid about 25 cents higher than what the default bid that they're suggesting is. So we're gonna go ahead and set that about 87 cents. The reason that you do this is so you can give Amazon kind of more leeway to show these ads so that you can compete a little bit more in this automatic campaign, because what you're really trying to do is just gain as much information and data as possible. So once we've done that, we can scroll past negative keyword targeting. We don't need any of that. We don't need any negative product targeting. Dynamic bids, we can just keep those up and down. For the campaign name, I typically keep it the same as what we were setting for the ad set, just because there's only one ad set in here. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that as auto, serene leaf blanket. We're not gonna place this in a portfolio right now. We want it to start today with no end date. And we wanna go ahead and give this a budget of at least $20 per day. Again, this doesn't need to stay at this budget or at this bid, but for the first like 3 to 5 days, maybe even possibly a week, we just want to be gathering as much data in this campaign as possible because we're going to be using that for future campaigns. So once we've got all that set up, we can go down here and click launch campaign, and then our automatic campaign is set. Again, the purpose of that campaign isn't always going to be to just bring you in the most sales, but it is to bring you in the most data, because what you're going to want to do is after the first 3 to 5 days, maybe even possibly a week, like I said, that this campaign has been running, you're going to be pulling a report on it. And that report is going to give you all the information that you need to extract what the next keywords are or the next products that you should focus on targeting for your next campaigns. So for example, if I look through the report and I see 2 keywords that I haven't been targeting or that I didn't even think of that are converting really well, people are clicking on that, people are searching for that, they're clicking on my ad because they're searching these certain keywords. That's the kind of data that I need, because then I can choose to launch another campaign with those new keywords added specifically and really hone in on the information that Amazon has given me through that automatic campaign. Same goes for targeting other products as well. With the automatic campaign, as Amazon starts to choose products that it thinks your ad will work the best on, you're gonna get feedback from customers as they are clicking on your ad, and then you can dissect it and select those specific products that your ad is performing well on and hyper focus that into a new product targeting campaign. All right, let's move on to our second campaign, which is a manual campaign, and this is targeting our top 3 to 5 keywords that we found for our product. Jumping back into the computer, if we go to set up another sponsored product campaign, we will go ahead and get our product selected here. Let's go ahead and add another group name here. We can do this one, top 3 keywords. As we scroll down, this is going to be a manual targeting campaign, and it's going to be keyword targeting. Because again, as you may have guessed, a product targeting campaign targets products, a keyword targeting campaign targets keywords. So for this one, since we know these specific keywords are the exact keywords that people are searching for on Amazon, we're gonna go ahead and just make this an exact, but we're gonna go ahead and enter the list of the keywords that we want. So for example, my keywords for this product are leaf blanket, plant blanket, and giant decorative blanket. Okay, so once we've got those in there, we're gonna go ahead and add keywords. So once it's added our keywords over here, again, we're gonna wanna go about 25 cents above the suggested bid. So for this one, we'll go 87. This one will go 73. This one will go 60. As we continue to scroll down, again, we don't have any negative keyword targeting. And with this one, we'll still go dynamic bids up and down. We'll go ahead and put our same campaign name in there, no portfolio starting today, with a daily budget, again, of at least $20. Again, like the automatic campaign, this doesn't need to stay here forever. If you want to run this at the first week, the first month, whatever your budget really allows. If it starts to spend too much, you can adjust this. But this is just to give your campaign the initial boost off the bat, to get as much data as possible. And we're gonna go ahead and launch that campaign. Again, all this campaign is doing is hyper targeting those 3 to 5 keywords that you know are highly applicable to your product. It's what people are already searching when they're looking for a product like yours or your competitors. It's those exact keywords that all of your competitors that are doing big numbers are ranking for already, and you wanna be on that list. So it's worth it to launch a campaign and spend money on a campaign specifically targeting those keywords that you already know are successful. Okay, for our final campaign that we're going to launch a competitor campaign. For this one, we're gonna find probably 5 to 10 of our biggest competitors that we feel like we can compete the best against and put our ad on their product. So let's go ahead back down to sponsored products, click here. Okay, so for this ad group name, we're gonna call this our top competitors. Got our product selected. This is going to be a manual targeting campaign, and this one will be under product targeting. So now that we've selected product targeting, we're going to go under individual products, and we're going to enter a list, and we're going to want to click exact here. Now it's important for this part of the campaign to be able to have the analytic tool, whichever analytic tool you're using, to be able to have the research on your competitors. Me, for example, I have helium-10. So if you look here, I've went ahead and searched my top keyword. Here are the competitors I can see that are ranking both in sponsored and in organic on the first page. But what I'm gonna do is hit my Chrome extension, and I'm going to do X-ray product research here, sort by revenue so I can see who's doing the best month by month. I can look at how many sales they're doing. So from this point, I can kind of look through and see who my top competitors are, which products look the most similar to mine. For example, these ones up here that are selling, they're doing an insane amount of revenue per month. This is different. It's just a green blanket. These are just kind of regular throw blankets, not the same thing. This isn't a leaf, this is a tortilla. Again, not the same thing. It's not until you get down to about these where I can see that this is my competitor right here. So I'm gonna select this one and possibly this one and this one. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead over here and grab their ASIN and paste that into your campaign. You're gonna wanna do this for about anywhere from like 5 to 10 of your competitors. You can even do more if you want, but the point is that these competitors need to be very close to what your product is. You guys need to be in the same market. It needs to be the same kind of product because you just really got to think about who your customer is. If me, for example, I want somebody buying this leaf blanket, I'm going to be wanting to target somebody who is looking at a product similar to mine. Not just a green throw blanket or any type of decorative throw blanket. I want the customer that's looking specifically for a leaf blanket. So you got to be very careful and very specific when you choose the competitors that you're targeting. So we're going to go ahead and target that. This one for the bid, you can go go ahead and go just a little bit over what the suggested bid is. You can leave it at the suggested bid if you'd like. Again, depending on your budget, in my personal opinion, it's always good to go a little bit over so that you can get as much data as possible and give your ad the best chance to be shown. I'm gonna go 20 here, 30 here, and 30 here. Here, if for any reason there's any competitors that you don't want your ad to be shown on for any reason whatsoever, you can add those here. We'll keep this at dynamic bids up and down. We'll go ahead and keep the naming convention the same, no portfolio starting today. We'll keep this at a $20 a day budget, and then we will launch that campaign. One little secret hack to this campaign that you can do as well is target some of the more brand new entries into your market. So for example, if somebody's launched a product similar to yours and they've just started out and they don't have a ton of reviews, you can target those products as well. But again, the entire idea of this campaign is that you are wanting to put your ad in front of customers who will think that your product is better. So it's very important that the product that you're showing them is differentiated or improved on in some way. You want them to, when they're searching, for example, in my case, leaf blanket, and they see the competitor of mine that they're looking for and they're about to click on it and they're about to purchase that item, I want them to see my ad and see my product and wonder, is this one better? You know, why does this one look more luxurious? Why is this one bigger? Why is this one more colorful? I just want to be eye-catching on my competitors so that I can utilize the traffic that they're getting for my own benefit. Okay, so we've talked about the 3 basic campaigns that every seller should be launching when you launch a new product. But what's important to remember, especially if you haven't been doing Amazon PPC for a long time, is that you may not always be profitable right off the bat with these campaigns. Advertising is a business expense. It's always been that way. It's gonna continue to be that way in Amazon. Understand that you're gonna need to spend a little bit of money to hopefully start to make some money with advertising. But you need to give these campaigns time to optimize and to get better. A lot of it has to do with the algorithm and the way the AI in Amazon works, is that it does get better over time. In Facebook ads and TikTok ads and things like that, they call it seasoning the pixel. And this is a little bit like that. It's seasoning your campaign. It's giving it time to optimize itself and to learn from the results that it's getting to give you better results over time, particularly with the automatic campaign. When it comes to manual campaigns that you're running yourself, pay attention to the data that it's giving you so that you can optimize off of that. But as long as you're profitable, meaning that that campaign is pulling in a 1.01 ROAS at least, I would say keep running it. Me personally, I don't have any problem spending money if I know that I'm getting more money back. So for every dollar that I spend, if I'm getting $1.01 back, I'm fine with that. If after a couple weeks you can't seem to get to that point where you can make this campaign profitable, it's okay to cut it and to start a new one. One tip that I have is to set budgets on your campaigns. You can set an overall budget monthly so that this campaign doesn't go over whatever amount you specify per month. But just know, I'm not profitable with all of my campaigns that I launch. I launch and cut campaigns all the time. I don't know a single person who has been successful with every campaign they've launched. It's a constant learning process. But the more you spend time learning about it, the better you will get at it. And just don't get discouraged. You can do it. The purpose of me making this video was to just show you how simple PPC can be. There's very basic underlying reasons for launching campaigns, and you don't need to get in depth into all these insane strategies. Keep it simple, especially in the beginning. If your product is good, it will sell. You can spend days and weeks optimizing campaigns over and over and over again, but the bottom line is, if your product isn't good, it won't sell. If it's differentiated and if it has something unique to it that the customer needs or wants, and it's high quality, it's going to sell. And the worst PPC strategist in the world couldn't mess that up for you. But again, these are 3 very simple beginner PPC strategies that you can implement today on any new product that you launch. If you want to get a look at some of the more in-depth strategies that I use, go ahead and check out my personal coach, Trevin Peterson. He's outlined a ton of different strategies from beginner to expert in his course, and he's taught me everything I know about PPC. I've got my affiliate link for his course down in the description below, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if this has provided any value today, and I hope that you'll subscribe and that you'll be here for more videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.